Hi viewer, karibuni sana, and thank you very much for watching the Deliverance TV. This is UK Unit, your favorite show of the week, and remember we've been tackling of talent, and it was massive last week when we tackled talent edition. And today on the same we have brought a professional, a guy who have been dealing with young people on the same of youth and talent, and he's here and he will help us to deal with youth and talent. Karibu sana baba.
Asante sana.
Kwanza ajiintroduce, tuambie unaitwa nani na umetoka wapi, and what have you been up to?
Okay, my name is Ken.
Ken.
And they call me the head boy.
Head boy.
Yes. So
why the head boy? Why the head boy?
Now it's a very interesting story. When we started off, tulianza. It was a Saturday. I was going for a wedding to MC. So now
you're an MC?
Yes, I'm an MC. Now that's a nimeitwa sawa. And I've been told now you're the MC for this day. But in the morning I didn't have the clothes to put on. Nilikuwa nimeosha nguo zangu zote. So now I wanted to go so much for this wedding. So my brother came from school with his uniform. And then I told him I don't have my clothes to put on for a wedding because I was expecting a very nice suit from the tailor, of which hakuwa amemaliza kushona. I'm telling you now, there I am. I want to go for a wedding. I don't have clothes. So my brother told me, so put on then my
So that
uniform.
was your first wedding, Ama?
Actually, I've been doing weddings from 2010.
And that was about 1 year later, Ama?
And that one was like 6 months later. So I put on clothes, I go to the wedding. I used to be called MC Romeo.
Romeo.
Yes, Romeo. But now this time, I was now going for a wedding, and I didn't have a name to say, to tell people I was. So now, here I'm in a wedding, I'm being told, now, why are you putting on a uniform? Are you the head boy? So the time I grabbed the microphone, I just said, I'm the head boy.
You are the head boy.
And it stuck to everyone, and I got very nice response from people, and people remembered me from my uniform. So ever since that day, I became the head boy. And yes.
That's a very nice story and interesting one. Sasa wacha tukuja hapa.
Yes.
Nimesikia huwa una deal na mayouth.
Yes, I deal with youth.
Yes, that I think we should be talking about that by now. Utuambie imekuaje kutafuta hizi matalanta. Kwanza hebu tuambie different talent na skills inakuanga gani?
Yes, today you have picked a very interesting topic on skills and talent. Now, talent is the natural ability to do something. Doing something without you being trained or going through a formal training. But a skill is something that you can acquire. You can acquire through training, through looking at how people are doing things. But a talent is something that you're born with. McHugh, a talent is a skill. But a skill is not a talent.
Two different things.
Two different things. Yes.
So, ebu niambie,
yes,
in case kuna huyo mkidi mwenye anatuwatch saa hii, how do you know this is my talent?
Okay, so which am I supposed to look at?
Any, use camera 2.
Camera 2?
Yes.
Now, if you are a kid and you're at home, how do you discover your talent? Of course, most of the time, people who are talented, they never know they're talented. It's people who tell them that they're talented. So look at how what your family is telling you.
So you were talking of you need to be told this is what you can do best.
People will always mention it. People will always hint. You have a talent. You have a talent. You have a talent. So every time now and then, if you hear from people telling you have a talent, then you need to look at it. People who have gone for modeling, you take your friend for modeling and you're seated there and you're told, no, just be on the queue. You find the person who was seated becomes the best model than the one who had gone.
So this thing is very natural.
It's natural. So, and most of the people, like me, I didn't know I could MC. Actually, I was a stammerer. I could not talk. I could not give a story to anyone. And so, my story is a very interesting one. But with time, I learned how to talk. So when I started talking is when my friend realized and said, you can come and MC. I remember my first event, I was told, you come and MC, you know how to talk. I nikamwambia no, wewe fanya aje, you stick with the money, let me just do it free of charge, just in case things go wrong. But now look, I'm earning from it. And yes, I didn't mention I work in a college. I am the skills and development officer at Rikati Business College. And I've also worked even with so many colleges. In fact, I see some of the producers here, and I also see some of the cameramen. Some people have seen them grow from college. And what I insisted on is in skills and talent. And you see, when you go to a college, when you pick that prospector, you do not sit down with that prospector and choose something new or something out of the blue.
No, that's in terms of skills.
Yes, skills. You look for something that you are accustomed to. Something like you, Sam, you are a TV presenter. When you want to go to a university to do masters, you will go and master on communication or media or even...
Let's talk of that, MC Headboy.
Yes.
When you talk of skills,
yes.
How do you know, and maybe you want to choose a career, how do you know that this is my the best career that I can choose?
Skills, talent and career, they go hand in hand. But if you are skilled and if you have a talent, that cannot be your career. Your talent...
Wait a minute.
Yes.
What can't be your career?
What can't be your career is that, I mean to say that, yes, your talent could be your career, but at the same time it cannot be a career as such. You see, a career is something that you go and study, you become a professional in, and you have worked for some period of time until it becomes a profession. But now, in this sense, you see that the problem is that we are finding a big problem with the youths. Because most of the youths, anasema mimi ni musician, nataka kuimba na hilo itakuwa full time job yangu.
Nataka kufanya muziki.
Yes, hilo itakuwa talanta yangu. But now that's a big problem.
Why is it a problem?
It's a big problem because people are not earning from singing. Some, you're a musician.
Yeah.
Let's take an example of you. You are a musician. Tell us, how much are you earning? Are you earning more than 100,000 per month?
Not really.
Not really. And so youths, you'll find them every Saturday, and I believe I'm talking to so many here.
Yeah.
Every Saturday you'll see the youths wamebeba guitar, wameenda concert. Sisi tumeenda concert. By the way, sisi tumeenda kuperform kuna concert nyingine pale ATG TV wako na concert kikali. But now the thing is, how much are they getting paid from it? So what we advise the youths mostly is that choose a career. Stick to this career. Study it and get to know. But if a career is not earning you something, no, a talent is not earning you, look for career, and jioni unaenda Kenya National Theatre, you do your acting,
so
you do your singing.
Let me ask Headboy, yeah?
Yes.
Do this mean that maybe music can't be a career, maybe acting can't be a career? Can your talent be your career?
Yes. Your talent can be your career.
How then
but
can it?
To be realistic, it's Kenya. It's Kenya, for heaven's sake. Akina Nonini, Jua Kali, or those are the secular musicians. Talk of Rose Mohando, Willie Paul, Bahati. These are gospel musicians. They can say they are earning from their talent. But go and look carefully. Most of the youths, majority who are musicians, they have their songs that they sing to themselves, or if an opportunity arises, but they're not earning from it. The music copyright of Kenya does not give them any dividends.
So even may ask MC Headboy, then how can you maybe, if for instance I'm a musician, and I want to make that music a career, or I want to make a career out of it, how can I maybe go about it?
First of all, you must be good. I worked with Caroline Mutuko. Caroline Mutuko, she's the first person who trained me when I went to Radio Africa the first time. And she said it was all about attitude. And she gave me an attitude that I didn't have. She listens to your music for only 1 second. The intro is good enough. So if your intro is not good enough, then you never ever appear or your music never be played in that station.
So we are talking of packaging, how you package your music.
But you see, you can also package very good music. You can have good music yourself. You can be good. You have that talent. But again, you are not in a position to get money out of your career.
So that's my question, MC Headboy. What's the process of maybe nihakikishe sasa napata hizi do kutoka kwa muziki? Unaona?
Yes.
Of course I have the talent. I know I can sing. But how can I make it a career?
Okay.
Is it possible in Kenya?
Let me be honest with you. I go to weddings. I go to bashes. I go to beauty pageants. I go to corporates. I go to different kind of events where I get paid very good money. I pay my house rent. I pay. Okay, niko na pesa lakini sio pesa nzuri. So I have money. But the question is, at the end of the day, I have a career. I have a job.
But career yako itoki kwa talent yako?
My career, I'm actually, I do skills, talent, development where I work. That's my profession. I teach people how to use their career and talent. But now the thing is, I don't rely on my skill every day, because not every day I will get shows. Not every day I will get money from being MC Headboy. And so I cannot even go to a corporate like Safaricom. Now I cannot get into Safaricom and tell them, mimi nimekuwa MC Headboy, mimi nakuanga MC Headboy kwa maharusi.
MC mnoma.
Mimi ni mnoma, by the way, mnichague saa hizi, mimi naweza fanyia job poa sana. No, you must go there with papers. You must go to Safaricom with your CV, detailing where you've worked before, what you've done, and that.
Yes. So for any institution you need papers, maybe to prove what you've been doing.
Yes.
So if we talk of it, so we are talking to our youths, MC Headboy. Sasa tunataka kuambia that you have to maybe go to school, or what do you want to entail when you talk of papers?
One thing I would like
especially when we talk of talent, unajua mimi ni mwanamuziki, I know I can go to studio and do good music, so there is no need to go to school, so there is need for education hata kwa talent.
Okay, wale ma musician wenye wako huko nje, wenye wanakuanga na masidi na magitara kila siku wako na band ya mtaa, no, you should have a talent which is clearly defined. You should have a career that is well defined. You should know your skills and abilities. And the first thing is to know your talent. Get to know what is your talent. Second, choose a career that is marketable. Let's say, for instance, marketing, let's say mass communication, video production, music production, audio production, or an engineer or an architect. Be that thing. But at the end of the day, you'll be walking out of the office, then you go and do what you have a passion in. Because in our country, even look at the government. Ask yourself, how many talent academies do we have in the country?
I know of none.
There is one.
There is one.
There is one.
I'm well informed.
There is only one talent academy in Kasarani. The talent academy of Kenya.
It's funded by the government.
It's funded by the government.
And how is it doing?
It's not even okay. I don't want to say anything, but I would say it's not satisfying the current needs of our country in terms of the talent. So if you can see that the government has not done so much on its side, then who are you not to do much on yourself? So talent, I'm not saying it comes second. It can come first, but have a plan B. Just in case music does not do good, and not everyone who is a musician has succeeded to be famous or known, or his music being played in all the stations, or getting dividends from the music copyright of Kenya. So that's why we are advising people, tafadhali, soma kuwa na makaratasi zako. And parents here, I'm sure if you are a parent right now, you're nodding your head and they say, preach it. Guys, talking to my son. Yes.
Preacher Headboy.
I'm talking to you, the parents. The parents should encourage their students or their kids and teenagers and youths let them do their talent. You see, like my mom, every day I tell her I have a new job. The first question she asks, are you still going to MC? Because I like you doing MCing. Yes. So you find the ball is on my court. I have to work hard, satisfy my house rent and every other thing, but at the same time be the head boy.
Now let's talk of this MC head boy. It's good that you have mentioned about the government.
Yes.
Do you think the government is doing the best that it's supposed to be doing, maybe to help our young people?
To be very honest, and to be very, very honest, our government is not doing enough, and it's not doing as much as it needs to. In this sense, that you have talked of the talent academy. Look at the number of talent academies you have in the country. Look at the one-stop youth centers that we have. A youth center that a youth can get in and get information on how to record. Look, and then look at the recreation centers that we have. I was in a forum last week at the Monetary Studies, and the Nairobi City County was giving its 10-year strategic plan, and they were giving us this very, very nice recreation programs that we have in other countries. And I asked myself, how about Kenya? Our lands where kids play football, our land where our kids have recreation centers, have already been grabbed.
So what do you think should be done? Maybe when you talk of talent, maybe government and talent, what do you think should be done?
What should be done is that talent needs to be encouraged from a very tender age. A tender age of primary school. At 3 years...
Let's talk of this, head boy. When you talk of very tender age, of course that cannot be government who should be doing that. Now you're talking of responsibility maybe by parents.
Hold on. I'm saying government because it needs to incorporate in the syllabus talent identification.
So
how many career masters do we have in a school?
Back way from school.
From school. Because ask yourself, go to a primary school or a secondary school. How many career masters do we have? Only one. And perhaps with no office. And this career master is the maths teacher. So you go to your maths teacher to tell him you have wewe uko na talent ya kuimba, by the teacher many musician. Na maths ulipata below that
utatandikwa.
Kwanza anakuambia shikilia hapo chini unapigwa viboko zako. Would you go back to that teacher?
No, you can't.
So
of course you can.
The government needs to bring in career counselors. People who can now tell the students what careers are they supposed to do. You know, kitambo, why we have so many, and it's very unfortunate when we talk about talent, the first thing people see is musicians. That's wrong.
Talent ni more.
Talent nyingi. There are people who have a talent in eating. I don't want to say.
You look one of them. You look one of them.
There's a lot of talent. There is painting. There is football. There is singing. There is cooking. There is
mambo ya futa, sports. Sports haikuangi talanta.
Sports is a talent. And so that's why I tell people we have so many talent, and what you need to do is for parents also, and now I'm talking to parents, encourage your kids. And the moment you tell your kid to stop going out to play football, the moment you tell your kid not to sing, or he can never be a musician, or not to pierce his things and put like being a rock star, that everything is wrong. No. What you need to do is to encourage them and give them direction. Tell them being a musician does not need you to have this and this, but I encourage you to be a musician. So as a parent, you also need to recognize and encourage the students or the young people that you're dealing with, rather than having a situation whereby you suppress. And when you suppress, the kids become rebellious. Kitambo Sam, during our age when we were growing up, you know I'm a very old guy. By then I'm very old. Now, our parents, we used to look at our parents and look at the talents that our parents have. And we work according, if your parents were a teacher, then you start saying, I want to be a teacher. But nowadays, we no longer stay with our parents.
You look at their skills and maybe you admire them.
Yes, but nowadays, That's not the case. Nowadays, you find that in a day, parents are there for only for 1 hour with the kids. So, who do they emulate? The people on TV, Lupita Nyong'o, Van Damme, or the people they see on TV,
maybe.
Yeah, and Sam. And so they pick the characters of Sam on TV, and they emulate you, and they want to be you.
So is that right?
That is not right. In fact, our parents should be our role models. Nowadays, you get into a vehicle. When you get into the vehicle, the first thing you see, people are texting, people are chatting, people are doing all that stuff. Whereas, they are supposed to be getting information from the right sources, from the parents.
So when you talk of the right sources, parents are the only right sources ama kuna wengine? When maybe you rank of the right sources, MCA boy.
Yes.
Ni akina nani unaweza tuambia, unaweza angalia mzazi wako, unaweza angalia bra. Ni akina nani? Who are some of the right sources?
The right sources, when we talk about we're actually talking about role models.
Yep.
We need to see who are the role models. Their parents. Those are the first role models you'll ever get in life.
Yep.
I wish we had time. You know, I do teaching in college, and I teach them on human growth and development. A child will always know you. So when a child knows you only, then you're supposed to be the role model. The way you talk, the way you do things, the kid will do. You've seen kids who go talking very, very nasty language to other people. That's how they have learned.
They have learned from home.
Yes. I call kids to dance in a show, and the way they dance, I ask them, who taught you? Oh, I see my mom or my dad or my sister.
Papa.
So parents are the first people. Second, we have teachers. After teachers, now we have our television. Which decoder do you have? Is it where people are dancing
naked,
or is it Deliverance TV decoder?
The best TV station.
So yes, it depends also which TV they're looking, and also the kind of friends that your kids go out with. If the friends are, you know.
Yeah. So you should check on maybe the upbringing of your child.
Upbringing of your child is very important, and also your friend, their friends, your friends as well. The ones you bring in the house. The kids are very clever nowadays. Kids are very clever. They will ask you questions.
I agree.
You will be unable to answer.
Yeah.
So and then again, there are so many challenges facing our artists and talents. People who are talented. Yeah. So the government is one.
Let me ask
piracy.
this, MC Boy.
Yes.
When you talk of maybe people to look up to, there is nowhere that we can maybe mention church.
Church is a very important thing. I have grown in church. Church is a very important thing. Church is where you will grow. Church and CU. The Christian Union is where you will grow. In church, those are the people who give you the opportunity to know how to play piano, how to sing, how to stand in front of people, how to cultivate your public speaking skills, how to be compassionate to people who are less fortunate in the community. The church is the right place. The pastor is, in fact, a pastor is one of those people you should look up to.
Pastor.
I love Pastor Musila. Sana.
Yeah. Apostle.
Apostle.
Very great man of God.
I love him.
Yeah.
I watch him every day.
We pick it from there. We take a short break. When we come back, we'll have much to talk on the same talent and skills, and I know you get a lot of knowledge. Don't go too far.